This is the Google Documents list or document browsing window. For those of you who have used Google Documents in the past, you may note that the design and layout has changed. This is the window that you see when you first log into the Malone Google Documents system. There are 4 sections of this window we'll cover. On the left, you will see the navigation panel, which is on the left. At the center of the window is the actual documents list, and on the right-hand side is the details panel. 4th section is at the top, and this is the search box. This search box acts a lot like what you would expect doing a Google search, except it's only searching inside of your Google Documents. Let's take a look at the navigation panel. The navigation panel lets you organize and view the files in Google Documents in different ways. The most important part of the navigation panel are these 2 items located at the bottom: the My Collections and the Collections Shared with Me. Collections work a lot like folders in Google Documents. My Collections is a listing of all the collections that I have created to help me organize the files that I have in Google Docs. Remember, these are a lot like folders. Collections Shared with Me, on the other hand, these are collections which have been shared with me, with my account. So other folks working within Google Docs have created these 7 or so document folders, document collections, and have shared them with me, and I have access to the contents of these now. The middle section of the Malone Google Docs window is the documents list. In the top right, you will see how you are currently viewing your documents list. My favorite is the last modified. Here are some things to note about the documents list. To the right of each document title, you can see whether or not the document is shared. See the share indication right there, and which collection that it might belong to. Right now, this Google Docs training script, which is what I'm reading off of, is shared, and it's in the training projects collection. If a document title is in boldface, then it has been changed since the last time you viewed it. Example, this Ryan M. time card. This is a quick way to see when someone has made a change to the document since you've last visited it. The outline of a star, or in this case the actual whenever the star is filled in, is the way you can mark a document as being important to you. Once 1 or more files are starred, they will show up in the starred navigation panel view. So if I click starred, it shows me only the items which have been starred in my collection, or in my list. You can also use these tabs at the top to search or look at certain types of documents or documents that are owned by you. Let's take a look at the details panel on the right-hand side of the window. The details panel shows information about the file that you have selected in the documents list. Now, to select a document and not open it, you would click somewhere on the line and not on the file name itself. So, for example, if I click over here in this white space next to the document, I select a document, but I do not open it. If I click on the document itself, it will actually open the document in another window. But whenever I select a document in the documents list, you'll see that the details panel shows the information about the document. This box here is a preview of the document, so I'm seeing the front page of this Google Documents training script. I can see when it was last viewed by me. I can see when it was last modified by me. The collections that it belongs to, so this particular file is in the training projects collection, and the share settings, so I can see who has access to this document. The documents panel also lets me organize and do some actions on this. So for the collections, I can hit the organize button and add this to other collections in my collections, or even the collections that I have edit access to. So I could add it to a different criterion committee, whatever it might be that I'd want to add it to. The share settings, similar to the collections, I can hit settings here, and I can add additional people who can see the document in their Google Docs list, and I can send them messages and things like that. If we're looking at a non-Google Docs document that's in the system, for example, this lynda.com PDF, you see the preview there. It also lets me see the versions. So if I have a newer version of this that I want to upload and be my active version, I could see older versions and review those versions and restore those versions if there are older, if I so choose to do so. It's very similar. Preview when it was last edited or modified. I can add it and take it out of collections, and I could see who has access to it. So we've done the navigation panel, we've done the documents list, we have taken a look at the details panel. The search box at the top is the final section of this that we want to look at, and the search box lets you find stuff that's in your Google Documents list. So I can type a keyword and it will auto-search, automatically bring back the results that have that word in them. So in this case I see the Criterion, the 5 Criterion collections, and if I hit enter it will bring up the results of all the files that have that in there. So there's the 5 Criterion collections, and then also the files that belong in those 5 folders, so 5 collections. You can clear that search out with the X at the top. That is the overview. So things to remember here: collections, mostly collections shared with me to get to what you want to get to quickly. You can open the document by clicking on the name. You can select the document and see information about it by clicking to the right or to the left of it. And the details panel lets you do actions on the document.